If you would have asked me 2 years ago how I felt about wrestling Trevor Lee, I would have told you that, man, I'm just trying to earn my spot in just professional wrestling in general. You know, it'd be a dream come true. It would be a pleasure to step in the ring with him, somebody I looked up to. And of course, these are all facts, but 2025 Marcus Mathers is a little bit different. Marcus Mathers this year has a huge goal, and that goal is to end the year with a contract. The first step of my dream is accomplished, and I need to keep working hard to get what I want. And now to do that, I need to face a guy like Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee, a guy that has been to the moon and back. He's been to the top. He looks the part. He has the charisma. He has the size. Look at our match graphic. The guy is huge. He has everything. Trevor Lee is the full package. If Marcus Mathers wants to be on your television screen by the end of this year, I need to defeat Trevor Lee. I walk into Damaged Goods, Philly's finest, and I walk out one of the finest in the world by defeating Trevor Lee and getting one step closer to my dreams and my goals.
Oh, I didn't even know they were there. I'm going to go check that out.
Marcus Mathers, man, I saw what you had to say about PWJ's first ever show, Damaged Goods, at the Mecca in Newark, New Jersey. And man, you had so much good stuff to say about me. I wish, honestly, I knew a little bit more about you. I mean, I've seen your name popping up a little bit around, and the WWE ID thing is pretty cool. Because when you look out, there can be thousands of independent wrestlers, but only a few amount of people can say they've actually been WWE superstars. And Marcus, you said it. I have the full package, charisma, everything. But look where I'm at. Back, wrestling, you. But you think that if you beat me, that's going to speed up those wheels. That's going to get your contract a little bit faster. Marcus, here's a little bit of advice for you, man. Maybe you shouldn't be in such a hurry to accomplish those dreams. Because like that little song you played in your promo, dreams can become nightmares. Another little bit of advice for you, bud. Money can't buy you happiness. I'll see you at Damaged Goods.
I know you heard the sound.
You thought you wasn't gonna hear me on this? Big Struck's back in the building. Let's get it.
That's right. And you know the Mecca's favorite son had to be here for PWJ's debut show.
Yes, sir. Use that hashtag Damaged Goods.
Oh!
Hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he is Philly's finest, Marcus Mathers.
Mark's got the championship whites on.
It's game time. One of the fastest rising in the world today, coast to coast, all over the globe. Philly's finest, Marcus Mathers in the building.
As if he needed to be more fired up, his Eagles just won.
Boo.
Sucks to hear, but you know, good for the kid. He's gonna need it against an opponent of the likes of Trevor Lee that he's got to stare across the ring at in your semi-main event here at PWJ Damaged Goods.
Take it in, kid.
Trevor Lee been on a tear ever since returning to the independents. Been doing big things against big opponents and trying to make statements that, I mean, look, man, he was at the highest level of professional wrestling in his mid-20s.
Absolutely.
He's still got his prime to go through here in the Indies, and he's determined to make it all count. This is a big test for Marcus, but I think it's equally a test for Trevor Lee. Can he hang with the up-and-comers? Can he knock them back down where they belong?
Yeah. I mean, at one point in time, Trevor Lee was the indie darling. First time I got to see him at CWF Mid-Atlantic in North Carolina, you know, going by the Carolina Caveman. And now after a tremendous run, trying to find himself on the independent scene against literally the indie darling.
Yes, sir.
And there's the bell, and it's fucking game time.
I love just something I'm noticing here, the subtlety of the gear here. Trevor Lee, his entire independent run, he had the black trunks, black shorts. He looked like a young boy out in Japan.
Yeah.
And he was that bare bones, just watch me wrestle, you'll like me, that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And now, the glitz and the glam, it's come with him.
Yeah.
Look at the rhinestones on the gear.
But it's still black on black.
He knows.
So it's still like, hey, man, my roots are still very much planted, but I understand that I've grown. I've flourished.
Yes.
I've raised myself into a different tax bracket.
This is a big one.
But still, the roots are there. And also you could say the same for Marcus Mathers. He's got, you call them the championship whites.
Yeah. The white and gold.
Yeah. Mathers fresh off the plane from Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. Had a big match. WWID showcase.
That is correct.
Oh, my God.
Look at the strength. And we heard the comments from Marcus Mathers before this contest saying that Trevor Lee was jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he just threw him like he was a small child.
Yeah. Trevor Lee, before ever touching the training center out in Orlando, he was already freakishly strong for his size.
Of course.
Not to bring it back to our previous contest that we saw, somebody like Kylon King kind of reminds me of that kind of strength.
Yeah,
kind of underrated strength that you don't really know until you've felt it. And now he's got all that training on top of that natural strength. The caveman was not just a thing based on his looks.
Yeah.
He's also, primal strength.
Yeah. Brute strength. And it comes from a strong base. You see it in, huge lower body, his torso down to his thighs and all of that. It's just the dude is a brick shithouse. And I heard him say, I'm going to show you the difference between a superstar and an indie star. Referee Nick Shin trying to get a hold of these two. Tempers yet to flare.
Oh, God, look at that. Oh, did you see that? He yanked his, shoulder out of his socket.
Yeah.
From the underhand position. That's rough. That's something you see on the ground in, BJJ.
Yeah, very technical.
I've never really seen it from a standing position like that. As he rolls straight through, Marcus almost got a quick one off Trevor Lee as he flips him over with that arm drag.
Grabs the arm. You see that knee right on the ear.
Smart move there.
Trevor Lee able to change the weight positioning. Rolls through. Mark still holding.
Trying to keep that arm straightened. If he can bend it, we've seen the strength of Trevor Lee. If he can bend it, he can yank you out of whatever position you're trying to get here.
Yeah, that's the strength, but a little bit of a judo throw using Trevor Lee's weight against him. Interesting strategy, very, very smart from Philly's finest.
Yeah, that knee on belly didn't stay on long enough, and Trevor manages to get back to his feet. Oh, there you go. Yanked him by the hair and back down. Headlock takeover. He's tripoded up right now. You hear the mind games.
Yeah.
Let's just call it a spade. He's a shit talker.
You have to be, though.
But he can back it up.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is.
Up to his feet, looking to send him off. There's the strength.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no taper. It's just thick muscle.
Yeah.
Good move there as Marcus got to use the speed in a matchup like this. Oh, God, almost got stomped. Instead, Marcus rolls straight through, got him in the sunset flip.
Ducks down, looking for that schoolboy pin. We almost picked up a 3 there.
Almost.
Waist lock into the ropes. O'Connor roll.
You know, these quick pins, they do more than just annoy your opponent. Here, exhaust your opponent, but Trevor Lee reached back and got that one. Boots him across the ring.
Just the heel of that shoe right into the chin. Sending Mathers down. It kind of rocked his world. You see him trying to gather himself.
The story of this match, it may come back to that moment as Marcus, oh God. You saw that forearm. He, like I said, he reached back and got that one. The point of the elbow just caught Marcus right in the mouth.
Jeez. Just the snap of the hips, the torque.
He's another one of those guys where you watch a lot of people throw kicks, and then you watch somebody like him throw kicks, and you're like, ah, that's how you throw kicks.
Yeah. Here comes Mark, trying to do his best here, delivering some chops into the corner, trying to get Trevor Lee in a prone position, grabs the wrist, able to just reverse into that European lifter.
Now Trevor. Oh, good shot there from Marcus. Rolls straight through. Back kick sends it right to the chin of the Carolina Caveman. Formerly known as. Smart move there.
I was going to say, the veteran savvy of one Trevor Lee to roll out to the floor. Things can get awful grimy on the outside.
I don't know if anywhere's safe as Marcus tried to go for a suicida, something like that, but instead gets cut off at the knee there from Trevor Lee.
Able to kick him back into that guardrail. What does Mark have in mind?
Take
Off
two.
the ropes, looking for that baseball slide.
Oh, look at this.
We learned that from Fit Finley?
It very well might have. McShin laying down the law, but now caught up in the ropes. Trevor Lee measuring his man. Oh.
To the moon.
Marcus couldn't. Honestly, that being trapped in the
Ring
the
apron.
skirt might have helped there a little bit. He couldn't fall and hit his head on the outside there, but obviously a devastating move.
Got kicked in the fucking face.
Point taken.
Somehow on his feet into the ring. That just shows the fight and the grittiness of Marcus Mathers.
Oh, God, crushed.
And now we're just going to see the methodical portion of this contest where the veteran Trevor Lee just imposes his will to break down the young superstar.
Oh, good shot. Did you see that?
Yeah, point of the elbow.
Inside elbow shot. It was like a 12-6, but upward.
Right on the jaw, too, while he had his mouth open. He could have knocked him out.
Yeah. Was it teeth? Bite your own tongue? It's all bad, but oh, God, speaking of.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll give him a 1.
Look at the frustration.
I think that was a statement from Marcus right there. Smart move is frustration building in Trevor Lee here.
He doesn't like that. He wants to hear his names chanted throughout the Mecca, but I don't know if he understands that the young man kind of has planted his flag very firmly in this building.
I called him the Mecca's favorite son for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Woof. That one wasn't right across the chest, more in the breadbasket area. Not
good.
Exactly a fun place
Solar
to
plexus.
get kicked. Ooh.
Yeah.
Slow down, Gordon Solie.
All right. Suplex.
Go.
It's now sent back first into that turnbuckle.
Just launched him. And it's crazy. It's like you see the hard work that Mark is putting in, just getting his physique right and his cardio, presentation, everything that comes with rising the ranks. And then he gets in there with Trevor Lee, and it's like, ooh, he's not that strong.
No.
That's a strong boy. And we spoke of the primal strength. And look at that maneuver. That's something that you might see from like a Josh Abercrombie.
Yeah. Oh, shout out. Shout out Josh Abercrombie. You see this. Just the chin lock applied, stretching the shoulder behind the head. You see Marcus, these elbows have been a great move for him in the early goings here. They're almost like a jab, open the opponent up. But Trevor Lee still using that strength here.
Yeah, he's using that forearm and elbow strike as a bit of a disruptor.
Oh, no. Oh, God, that was like a three-parter.
Make him think about it. And that sheer drop. Deep hook, not enough to put the young man away. I don't know what Trevor Lee expected from this contest. Did he think he was just going to walk in and roll over the kid?
I don't think he thought about it. I don't think he could hear him over the Ferrari engine.
That's fair.
But Trevor, I mean, we know Trevor's he's a hell of an athlete.
He's a gamer.
He's absolutely. I'm not surprised if he watched a ton of tape and just didn't want to let on that he knew what he was getting into with Marcus here.
Sure.
But the frustration's definitely getting to him. I think he thought he'd have it by now. Oh, God. So the sweat flying off of him, smacked the spirit out of him. Oh, God.
These two just trading shots in the center of the ring.
Oh,
what
my
a drop kick.
Quick cover here. Marcus might be out. Hooks both legs, couldn't get it.
Just absolutely explosive from Trevor Lee.
I've always said the drop kick is a great way to tell and the ability of an athlete. Somebody like that, the timing, the quickness, the explosiveness, how high you can get. And Trevor's up there.
Absolutely.
You know, you see those old PWG tapes of him rearing one back and just rocking someone's world.
He might have just rocked the young Marcus Mathers world, maybe looking for another belly back. Able to float through. Here comes Mathers. What you got in mind, young man?
Woo. No arms on that cross body. Little flare on it. Marcus still finding it, slamming his head into the canvas, calling on the crowd.
This is when you normally see him shift gears and start to speed things up a little bit. Off the ropes.
Oh, God.
That just was a high lariat, man.
He's like absorbing him with each of these shots. And now back around Trevor, 12-6, back of the head. That doesn't feel good.
Back in the corner, into that stunner. Picks the leg.
Marcus up and over. Blue Thunder bomb, nicely done.
Ooh. Only a 2 count. And you got to think maybe if he was able to get that second leg over the other arm, that he would have been able to pick up a 3 count.
It's little things like that that come back to haunt you. Marcus trying to keep it going here. The damage of this match clearly affecting him, but still the will to keep going. You heard him. Trying to cross the leg. But Trevor Lee, the strength again. Out the back goes Marcus.
Looking for that O'Connor roll again. Blocked it. Huge forearm strike.
Somebody in the crowd just got a souvenir, and I think it was Trevor Lee's teeth. Oh, God, hung up on the rope, sent back down. Trevor Lee, shining wizard.
Able to get the shoulder up.
Just barely a 2.
Since Trevor Lee's been back on the independent scene, I'm trying to think when he's been pushed into deep waters like this. I mean, just look at the perspiration coming off of him. Hot, hot building.
Oh, yeah.
Not just the crowd, temperature-wise. And you're trying to rack my brain when he's been put in a situation like this. Can't be very often.
No, I mean, he's reacting like that. Like this is absolutely a surprise. He can't believe how much this is taking.
Yeah.
And he wants that German suplex. We've seen this.
That deadlift kind of hurl a motherfucker suplex.
Hay bale. Farm boy strong. They call that.
Here's where Mark can't get goaded into trading shots again. Got to get back to the speed.
Yeah, there's weight classes for a reason.
Yeah. But I understand it. Adrenaline's flowing. You're going to get goaded into trading shots. You can see him trying to shake it off.
Marcus is trying here. You hear him roar. Got him up against the ropes. Just smack it away.
Come on, change gears.
Oh, another one.
Cuts him right off.
It's like that first big boot we had earlier in the contest, but Marcus, one of his own.
Pump kick to the jaw, sends down Lee. Back to his feet, though.
Good shot, side of the head, underneath the ear. Oh, he met him at the pass and sends him over. Trevor Lee now.
Look at the speed, up and over. Able to block the kick, though.
Oh,
Inside
my God.
out on the apron. Let's go, kid. Come on.
Gotta use it.
Hook him up. Looking for that 2K1 bomb.
Oh, roll straight through into the cover, forearm to the face, not quite.
We've seen Marcus put people away with that as of late.
It's been a good weapon for him, but not enough to take down Trevor Lee. Referee was right there as well. You see right here, the body just flying. He landed right on that hip. That's a terrible landing.
And he says 450 done. How many times has that picked up a victory, not just in independent wrestling, but in this building for this young man?
But right to his feet, Trevor rolls straight through to Marcus. Oh, went for the stomp, couldn't get it. Marcus Mathers
pops
trying
up.
to go up. Like this cutter, got him right at the.
Jeez, you see his forehead?
Stuck him like an exclamation point, and now Marcus out of the corner.
That destroyer.
No water in the pool. Trevor Lee.
Line.
Oh my goodness! Inside out, Trevor Lee! No!
That kitchen sink power slam.
Whatever you want to call it, I have no idea.
That's what Jaden Newman calls it.
Is that what he calls?
KPS?
Oh.
Something like that.
Always thought of it as a Spanish fly variant almost.
Or that. Whatever you like.
Let's keep it East Coastal, you know. Look at Trevor Lee just absolutely soaked in sweat here under the hot lights here at PWJ. What else do you got? If you're Trevor Lee, he's got that stomp still. A couple things in his bag, but Marcus still has a few as well.
Package driver.
Yes.
Mark still got the Bozo Buster 450, obviously.
You don't think you have to empty the magazine for an opponent like this? Trevor Lee has been proven wrong. Oh my God.
I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Snapped him across the shin there. Oh.
And see the crowd chirping back is fueling Trevor Lee. You can see it in his eyes. That limp starts to even out a little bit, and the pain on his face seems to go away.
Tried it again, this time one too many times. Look at the eyes of Marcus Mathers.
Fire in the eyes from Philly's finest.
Shoved off there. More space, another big boot. Caught again, Marcus!
John
Drop
Woo
kick.
style drop kick, sends him to the outside. Here comes the Prodigy, up and over.
Oh my God!
On Hilo.
These guardrails claim another. Back first on the guardrail, crushing Trevor Lee, but Philly's finest might be taken out as well. Jesus.
And you see him just clutching at the hamstrings. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, the hamstring might be the best place to hit. Think about how much muscles are there.
Oh no. His body was sandwiched between Trevor Lee and the guardrail. His lower back just took all impact of that crush.
A lot of the impact onto Trevor Lee though.
Yeah.
But
crumpled him, but crumpling himself as well.
You know, you got to think about, we're lucky that it wasn't a bone-on-bone situation. You know, the kneecap, the shins like we saw earlier, the meat of the hamstring and thigh quad, if it's got to be anywhere, let it be there. But now that might become a focal point for Trevor Lee to work on that leg. Also hinders the 450.
Oh, and you see there.
Get a little grimy.
You know, a big move like that from Marcus, that should have been a turning point in the match, but now Trevor Lee,
ooh, he might have clipped him.
I think he got him.
He's in a position right now, and he's saying he's done. Oh.
There's the back, you see it, and the leg, yeah. This is a tough move. He's got to get the rotation.
Come on, kid, throw it.
450. Oh, went for the.
God.
Oh, it's even worse.
You wonder if Trevor Lee baited him into that.
Trying it again. Oh, God. Marcus stuck in no man's land, and now Trevor Lee to the top, sends him over, super German suplex.
And he's saying that's it.
Oh my God!
Inside out, hooks the leg. He got
oh my
him.
God!
Holy shit!
Marcus got him!